शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। ॐ सिन्दूरारुणविग्रहां त्रिनयनां माणिक्यमौलिस्फुरत्तारानायकशेखरां स्मितमुखीमापीनवक्षोरुहां पाणिभ्यां मलिपूर्णरत्नचषकं रक्तोत्पलं बिभ्रतीं सौम्यां रत्नघटस्थरक्तचरणां ध्यायेत् परामम्बिकाम्। ॐ ध्यायेयं नित्यं महेशं रजतगिरिनिभं चारुचन्द्रावतंसं रत्नाकल्पोज्ज्वलाङ्गं परशुमृगवरभीतिहस्तं प्रसन्नं पद्मासीनं समन्तात् सुतममरगणैः व्याघ्रकृतिं वसानं विश्वाद्यं विश्वबीजं निखिलभयहरं पञ्चवक्त्रं त्रिनेत्रम्। ॐ नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। ॐ गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ सर्वोपनिषदो गावो दोग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्ससुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत्।
धृतराष्ट्र उवाच धर्मक्षेत्रे कुरुक्षेत्रे समवेतायुयुत्सवः मामकाः पाण्डवाश्चैव किमकुर्वत सञ्जय। श्रीभगवानुवाच क्लैब्यं मास्मगमः पार्थ नैतत्त्वय्युपपद्यते क्षुद्रं हृदय दौर्बल्यं यत्कोत्तिष्ठ परन्तप। यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत अभ्युत्थानमधर्मस्य तदात्मानं सृजाम्यहम्। परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृतां धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय संभवामि युगे युगे। वीतराग भयक्रोधा मन्मया माम् उपाश्रिताः बहवो ज्ञानतपसा पूता मद्भावमागताः।
कर्मण्यकर्म यः पश्येत् अकर्मणि च कर्म यः स बुद्धिमान् मनुष्येषु स युक्तः कृत्स्नकर्म कृत्।
ब्रह्मार्पणं ब्रह्महविर् ब्रह्माग्नौ ब्रह्मणाहुतं ब्रह्मैव तेन गन्तव्यं ब्रह्म कर्म समाधिना
श्रेयान् द्रव्यमयात् यज्ञात् ज्ञानयज्ञः परन्तप सर्वं कर्माखिलं पार्थ ज्ञाने परिसमाप्यते।
तद्विद्धि प्रणिपातेन परिप्रश्नेन सेवया उपदेक्ष्यन्ति ते ज्ञानं ज्ञाननिः तत्त्वदर्शिनः यज्ञात्वा न पुनर्मोहम् एवं यास्यसि पाण्डव येन भूतान्यशेषेण द्रक्ष्यस्यात्मन्यथो मयि तस्मात् अज्ञानसम्भूतं हृत्स्थं ज्ञानासीनात्मनः छित्त्वैनं संशयं योगम् आतिष्ठोत्थिष्ठ भारत न कर्तृत्वं न कर्माणि लोकस्य सृजति प्रभुः न कर्मफलसंयोगं स्वभावस्तु प्रवर्तते
नादत्ते कस्यचित् पापं न चैव सुकृतं विभुः अज्ञानेनावृतं ज्ञानं तेन मुह्यन्ति जन्तवः।
ये हि संस्पर्शजा भोगा दुःखयोनय एव ते आद्यन्तवन्तः कौन्तेय न तेषु रमते बुधः
Very nice. Thank you, Rakesh. That is very good. I think you did very well. It's the first time we are reading many of these verses, right?
Yep.
So splitting sometimes, but very good. Acha. So where were we last time?
We finished 30.
Finished 30. Acha. So 30. And I think there was where we ran into this question of what does it mean to, I think 29 was where we ran into the question, what does it mean to everyone, right? Yes. Okay. So in this next prologue to 31.0, Yasmatcha ahameva sarvatma ekatvadarshi ityetat पूर्वश्लोकार्थं सम्यक् दर्शनम् anudhya tat phalam mokshah adhiviyate. Restating the sense of the preceding words, that is right perception, in other words, that the perceiver of the unity of the self of all is myself, its consequence or liberation is now affirmed. So, 29, Bhagavan said, Sarvabhutastham Atmanam Sarvabhutani cha Atmani Ikshate Yoga Yuktatma Sarvatra Samadarshana. Then what is this? Atma Ekatva Darshanasya Phalam Uchyati. What is that? Yomam Pashyati Sarvatra Sarvam cha Mai Pashyati Tasyaham na Pranashyami Sacha me na Pranashyati. And then also Sarvabhuta Sthitam Yomam Bhajatyekatvam Sarvatha Vartamanopi Sa Yogi Mai Vartate. Sarvabhuta Sthitam Yaha Mam Bhajati Ekatvam Astitaha. Yaha Mam Bhajati. Yo Mam Bhajati. The one who worships me. Yogi who adores me. And who am I? Sarvabhuta Sthitam. Established in all beings. Ekatvam Astitaha. Conforming to unity. I think this is where we went on to the discussion of Dvaita and Advaita. Right? So this is again an Advaitic affirmation. Bhagavan is not saying that when I come in all beings, I am different in each being. Right? Ekatvam Astita, conforming to unity. The yogi who adores me, present in all beings. सर्वथा वर्तमानः अपि, always, no matter how he appears to live, sa yogi mai vartate. That yogi actually lives in me. So this is important. सर्व इति सर्वथा सर्व प्रकारैः वर्तमानो अपि सम्यक् दर्शी योगी. Though living in all manner of ways, this is very important. The actions of a jnani are not understandable in the vyavaharic sense. That is not meant to be a license to live however you want. That's not the import. But if one cannot see things in the way a Samyak Darshi sees, that person's actions cannot be comprehensible in the everyday life. Therefore, two things. Great latitude is given to those who have that vision. And secondly, strictly speaking, we cannot judge anyone whether they have the vision or not. Right? Sattu corollaries. Though living in all manner of ways, the yogi with the right perception lives in me. The supreme status of Vishnu, he is eternally liberated. Nothing can obstruct his liberation. This is the idea. Flipping it another way, we can also say, however a person appears to be living today, the door to the supreme status of Vishnu is not closed to them. Right? They can open that door at any time. God has not closed the portal. Right? This Bhagavan is affirming. Yet another point. Kincha Anyat. Please, was there a question?
No.
Oh, sorry. You were all reading those in sequence. I'll take it over. Who is going to read next? Sorry. 32, if you could read.
I can go.
Please.
आत्मोपम्येन सर्वत्र समं पश्यति योऽर्जुन सुखं वा यदि वा दुःखं स योगी परमो मतः.
Atma upamyena iti. Atma swayameva upamiyate anaya iti upama tasya upamayaha bhavaha aupamyam. Tena atmaupamyena. On the analogy of the self. One's own self is the analog. On the basis of the analogy, he who sees alike in the same manner in all beings sees what? So this was the, remember we said the three valid means of cognition. Pratyaksha Anumana. This upama is relating to that Anuman, right? One's own self is the analog. On the basis of the analogy, he who sees alike in the same manner in all beings, Arjuna, sees what? As I like pleasure, so do all things. Kim cha pashyati iti uchyate. Yatha mama sukham ishtam, tatha sarva praninam sukham anukulam. Va shabdah charte. Or means and yadi va yaccha dukkham mama pratikulam anishtam yatha तथा सर्व प्राणिनां दुःखम अनिष्टम प्रतिकूलम इत्येवं आत्म उपम्येन सुख दुःखे अनुकूल प्रतिकूले तुल्यतया सर्वभूतेषु समं पश्यति न कस्यचित् प्रतिकूलम आचरति अहिंसक इत्यर्थः. As I am averse to pain and shun, so do all living beings. He, the real yogi, does not act against anyone, does not injure anyone. Thus, he who injures none and adheres to the right perception is deemed supreme among yogis. He who sees alike pleasure or pain in all beings on the analogy of his own self is deemed the supreme yogi. That is the meaning of this. Etasya yathoktasya samyak darshana lakshanasya yogasya dukkha sampadhyatam alakshya Shushrushuhu Dhruvam tat prapya upayam Arjuna uvacha. Noting how hard it is to secure this yoga of right perception, seeking a sure means of winning it, Arjuna said, Arjuna uvacha 33. Who is next?
I think Resi can go. She's in the same screen.
Huh.
अर्जुन उवाच योऽयं योगस्त्वया प्रोक्तः साम्येन मधुसूदन एतस्याहं न पश्यामि चञ्चलत्वास्थितं स्थिराम्.
Yo ayam yoga. This yoga, tvaya, by you, proktaha, said, that you have said, samyena, this samyak darshana, this sameness, this non-difference. O Madhusudana, Krishna, etasya aham na pashyami sthiram sthitim, kim na pashyami, because katham na pashyami, kanchalatvat, because of the mind being fickle, right? So he's questioning Bhagavan's thing. Oh Bhagavan, you are saying that this sameness, samyena, through seeing same in everything, I should attain this yoga. But I don't see that because the mind is fickle. Acha, prasiddham yetat, because it is well known, and he is right. 34.0, it is well known that. Who is going to read 34?
I'll go.
Huh.
चंचलं हि मनः कृष्ण प्रमाथि बलवत् दृढं तस्याहं निग्रहं मन्ये वायोरिव सुदुष्करम्.
Vayoriva sudushkaram. So this is a very a simple fact. Arjuna is stating simple fact, well known to all sadhaks. And this well known fact is, chanchalam hi manat Krishna. This mind is fickle, Krishna. Pramathi, it is stubborn. Balavad, powerful. Dridham, obstinate, like a tormentor. Tasya aham nigraham, that its nigraham, control, manye, I deem as difficult as trying to catch the wind or control the wind. He's stating a simple fact. So, let us read then 35 and 36 and stop, because Bhagavan gives the answer to this. Let us not stop with the question. So, 35, Sri Bhagavan Uvacha. Who is going to read?
Archit.
Yeah, sure. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Asamshayam Mahabaho Manodurnigraham Chalam Abhyasena tu Kaunteya Vairagyena cha Gunyate.
Grikhyate. Vairagyena cha grikhyate. Very good. So Bhagavan is saying, Asamshayam Mahabaho, undoubtedly, O mighty armed Mahabaho, Arjuna. Mano durnigraham chalam. The movement of the mind is difficult to control. Durnigraham, difficult to control. Abhyasena, through practice, Kaunteya, Vairagyena cha grihite, and by dispassion, O son of Kunti, this can be gained. Now, if you read Yoga Sutra, very early verse, Abhyasa Vairagya Abhyam Tan Nirodhaha. Same idea. Exact same words. What is that Nirodha? Remember, it's a Yogas Chitta Vritti Nirodhaha. And what is this Abhyas? What is this Vairagya? These also we have to define and understand. Okay? In Yoga Sutra, it will say, Tatra Sthito Yatna Abhyasa. To rest in that silence, that is practice, that is Abhyas. Abhyas is not kasrat. This is mental abhyas. Tatra sthito yatno abhyas. To rest there in that space. Acha. Vairagyam also, you know, from Tattva Bodh, I think we done. Drishta Anishravika, right? Remember that pranam?
These are like basically they list 3-4 things and having no attachment in them is Vairagya.
Ha. I think, where does this one come from? Drishta Anushravika Vishaya Vitrushnasya Vashikara Sanya Vairagya. Is that from Yoga Sutra?
This
Seen,
is,
seen and heard. Drishta Anushravika Vishaya Vitrushnasya, not having the hankering for Vashikara, complete control. Sanya is Vairagya. I think, what does it say in Tattva Bodh?
I'm just searching for sir, yeah. So Virag is there in Tattvabodh. Virag Iha Swarga Bhogeshu Ichcha Rahityam.
Very nice, thanks. From here to the experience of Swargam, right? So these are the, Bhur Bhuvasuva, 3 loks, right? So, and this is a very good point, because in one place, when the yogi practices very sincerely, even in the realm of Swarglok, there will be temptations. And at some point, there will be a perception of being offered all the pleasures, right? But to have the self-control, not only for the pleasures in this world, but those, is essential, right? That vairagyam must come. So, thank you. Those were both nice. Can you repeat again? Iha?
Iha Swarga Bhogeshu Ichcha Rahityam.
Iha Swarga Bhogeshu. From here to Swarga, right? Those enjoyments, in them, Ichcha Rahityam. 36, please. Then we can take a break.
Shiva.
असंयात्मना योगो दुष्प्राप इति मे मति वास्यात्मना तु यतता शक्यो वाप्तुमुपायतः.
Asamyatatmana. Asamyata. The one who is not controlled. For that one, yogo dushprapa iti me mati. Yoga is difficult to achieve. Vashyatmanatu, for the one whose self is controlled. Yatataha, by disciplining it. Shakyaha, it is possible. Avaptum upayataha, it is possible for that one to attain through taking the right means. Upayataha, by deploying the right means. For the man whose self, the inner sense, is not controlled through application and detachment, yoga is hard to win. It is won painfully. This view I hold. On the contrary, for him who has brought the self or mind under control through application and detachment, with effort or repeated exertion, yoga may be secured using the means already indicated. Now, in resorting to the practice of yoga, man's activities leading to high positions in this world or the world to come get renounced. At the same time, right perception, that is the fruit of perfected yoga, and the means to liberation is not attained. Therefore, such a yogi's mind at the time of death slips from the path of yoga, due to which he may be ruined. This fear made Arjuna ask. So anyway, that is leading to the next one. But meanwhile, the main point being control of the self. Samyatatma. So that is the emphasis. And Abhyasa Vairagya. Okay. Achha. So let us take a short break here because we still have about 20 minutes. Any questions on the material we covered so far first, or comments? I think these passages have been quite straightforward, right?
Dr. Shankar,
Yes.
regarding Abhyas, you said it is to stay or rest in the space. So what
Mhm.
space are you talking about?
The space of no thought.
Hmm.
So all the Ashtanga, yama, niyama, asana, pranayam, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, that dhyana, where does that dhyana lead? It is to rest in that stillness.
So Abhyas in itself is not something we can do. It's the outcome of what we can do.
No, the effort, all the effort that you do in yama, niyama, that's what I said, pranayam, asana, pranayam, pratyahara, dharana, all that is abhyas, leading to the effort of staying in that stillness. All those preparatory stages. The first five are called bahiranga. The last three are called antaranga.
Professor, what is the word? Bahi what?
Bahiranga,
Bahiranga.
and the outward limbs, antaranga, the last three.
Ji sir.
Acha. Tacham yora vrinimahe gatum yajnaya gatum yajnapataye दैवी स्वस्तिरस्तु नः स्वस्तिर्मानुषेभ्यः ऊर्ध्वं जिगातु भेषजम् शन्नो अस्तु द्विपदेः शं चतुष्पदे ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. Namaste, everyone. Have a lovely evening and look forward to seeing you next week.
Right.
Namaskar.